Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Howler for an Hour, where we have 4 new games for this stream to check out for Howler. A good little variety pack, hopefully all good games, we'll find out. We're going to start out today with Hop and Marty, and if you can't tell already, this is very much a retro 3D platformer collectathon, heavily inspired by Banjo-Kazooie, as well as some other old games, I think. Journey through sprawling worlds to find all the collectibles and meet the eccentric inhabitants within. Rescue the captured pygmies who have been trapped in cages and bring them back to safety. In this game, which describes itself as a retro 3D platformer for the modern age, it looks like it's a very faithful to the retro era sort of game. Definitely has 64 vibes here. You play as Marty, the white-tuft marmoset, and his pet, roommate, and general life advisor, Hop, the poison dart frog. So, this looks pretty dang cute. I hope the gameplay matches that cuteness. We recently, in a previous Howler, we actually played another game that was kind of inspired by Banjo-Kazooie, that had a bird and I forget what species the animal was because it wasn't a very good game. I compared it to Bubsy 3D, and said the Bubsy 3D looked better. And if you've seen Bubsy 3D, you know that's not really a good thing. Anyways, this is probably way better than that. Hopefully it's a really good game. We'll find out. Again, just like that game, this is inspired by Banjo-Kazooie quite a bit, but hopefully in all the right ways this time. But of course, before we begin, if you like the video, do think about giving a like, maybe dropping a sub if you'd like to, or maybe coming over to Twitch if you want to hang out with us live. Please do think about doing that, even if you just want to lurk. But if you want to talk too, that's pretty awesome. We also have a pretty cool Discord server if you want to check that out. I have a coffee link. We have a coffee link if you'd like to help us monetize what we do here. Very much appreciated if you would consider it. And we have a merch store if you want to buy some cool stuff there. Links in the description and you can check them out anytime. But yeah, let's go ahead and start up. Oh, I clicked out of the game and then I clicked back. Hello, game? Game? What? Okay, I had to click out of the game again for it to recapture. What? Okay, it's back. Whatever. That was strange. So we have multiple files, and here's our main characters: the poison dart frog and the marmoset. What's a marmoset? Is that a monkey? I guess it's a monkey. Yeah, and we have multiple files. Just like Banjo-Kazooie, if you remember Banjo-Kazooie, you have 3 files, and it shows Banjo-Kazooie in different parts of the house doing different things. So this is directly copying that idea, which is very cute. So they're having a picnic in this file, and they're swimming in this file, and they're hanging out. And isn't it dangerous to touch a poison dart frog? Isn't that how they poison you? Maybe marmosets are immune. I don't know. He seems fine though. But yeah, we gotta find pygmies and bananas. It looks like. All right then. So it's gonna be decay energy then too. Let's start with file 1, since it doesn't really matter. Yeah, tree climbing real world monkey. Infernus! Captain, forgive me, but I come bearing distressing news. What is it now, Infernus? Hookbeak is a vulture. It's the crew, sir. They have all just, well, quit. Is this a snake on legs? Why? What'd you say to them? Just told them about the page changes like you asked me to, sir. Oh no, you're right, the game isn't... Oh no, we're having that issue. Hold on. You guys aren't seeing the awesome cutscene. Let me guess, if I click out of the game, there it is. You guys get to see the cutscene if I click out of the game. We have one of those weird games where if you focus the game, it freezes. This has happened before. Yep, going to window mode fixes it. Sometimes there's, I don't know what it is. It's a weird engine thing. Certain games, their engine will make it so if you try to capture it, and it's full screen, it doesn't work. So I'm going to have to do this in windowed mode, but the problem is I'm going to have part of the screen cut off at the bottom if I do this. So what I need to do now, since it's still trying to give me a full screen window, even if it's windowed, so that basically cuts off the bottom because of the taskbar at the top. So give me just a second. I'm going to do a little tricky thing. Let's see, what is this running at? This is a Unity game. Okay, in that case, I can't do a whole lot, but I might be able to unhook it so that I can change its resolution. 1 second. It doesn't seem to have resolution settings. Well, okay, you know what? Actually, we're going to tolerate it. Maybe there's an options menu once you start playing all the way. There's no options menu on the title screen, but we've seen several games where they do have an options menu, but it's just not on the title screen. So that might be the problem here. Let's go ahead and just start it back up. And we'll see what happens. It's weird. Right now I have the game focused and you guys, you know, it's... If I make it full screen, though, it freezes. I could tell it freezes, too. It's not moving. So, yeah, it's one of those games where I'm going to have to mess with it a little bit. Hopefully we get an options video, but that's fine. Let me go ahead and just delete the save. It wasn't even a new save. So anyways, let's watch the cutscene properly now. The game clearly doesn't know what it's doing with capturing, but oh well. So here, take a look at the cutscene. So this is Furnace. Captain, forgive me if I come bearing displeasing news. What is it now in Furnace? Hopebeak. It's the crew, sir. They've all just well quit. Look at this steak. It's got all the limbs. What? Why? What did you say to them? I just told them that the pay changes like you asked me to, sir. For some reason, they felt the new plan to pay them nothing was unfair. Bah! Freeloaders, a lot of them. I gave them free roam on board, free travel. They want paid on top of that. Really good piece, sir. I think we should be able to find a crew willing to work for nothing. Maybe a willing crew isn't the type we need. Fire up the engines and furnace. I got an idea. Right away, sir. That's a very ratty looking pirate ship, airship thing. It doesn't look very good. I think I understand why they're not paying their crew. I don't think they have any money to even maintain the ship. Now this is a crew that won't be able to get away. Oh, they're gonna capture the pygmy monkeys. Don't try to run, pygmies. You're officially under the employment of Captain Hookbeak. Gah! Hey, Hop, do you think we should go check on the pygmies? No, I'm sure they'll be fine. What's the worst? He has his own little frog chair over here. You're probably right. I'm gonna check anyway. Suit yourself, but I'm not pausing our show. Wait, where are all the pygmies? There. Hold on, is that the ship of Captain Hookbeak? Hop, the pygmies have been kidnapped. Come on, we need to go save them. Yeah, okay. I like Hop. So wait, hold on a sec. I gotta check something. So poison dart frog, poison dart frog, poison dart frog, poison dart frog, poisonous to humans. How do you get poisoned? The toxic secretions to poison. Okay. How do they poison you? Don't they poison you by touch? I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah, it's just poisonous mucus. So how do they poison you? Is it just it's skin contact, right? Through skin contact with the poison glands, and ingestion, or by touching contaminated surfaces. Okay, but what about the marmoset monkey? Are they immune? Let's see. Well, AI. I'm reading off of AI, so no promises completely accurate. But marmosets are generally not considered to have any immune resistance to poison dart frog toxins. Instead, the toxins cause paralysis and death. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, so marmosets are not immune, from what I can tell. At least not as a species. Maybe Marty's special, but yeah, I mean, he's hanging out with poison dart frog. I'm just kind of wondering about that. Yeah, see, what did I tell you guys? Look at this. It's another one of those games where it doesn't seem to have an options menu, but then once you start playing, there's an options menu. What do we got? That is not very helpful. But there's a volume control, finally. What is with games just not giving you an options menu on the title screen, even though they have one? I don't really get it. But yeah, it thinks, weird. It thinks it's full screened right now, but it's actually not. Oh! Okay, well, now I can see the whole game, but I have a different problem now that I've made it go into its own windowed mode. I can see the whole game now, but there's a different problem. The different problem is... This is the window resolution it's defaulted to for windowed mode. That's my entire desktop, so you can see. This is a problem. Oh, wait. I'm full screen. I am currently full screen, actually full screen mode, and you guys can still see the game. I don't know why that works now. Yay, we got it working for some reason without it freezing, even though it was totally freezing earlier. Okay, so what are my buttons? What are my movements? Okay, we did it. Also, does it? Oh my goodness, why is it so blurry? Oh, I know what happened. Do you want to know why everything looks so blurry on this menu? When I switched out of full screen and back into full screen, what the game ended up doing... There. What's it doing now? Now it's frozen again. So, I'm not... So, true full screen freezes for you guys. But if I window it and then put it into full screen, what happens is it ends up in... This works because it's blowing up the small resolution. That small resolution I showed you, it's just stretching that. That's why it's so blurry. It's not actual, like, resolution of my full screen when it's in this mode. Okay. So I can get full screen resolution. Let me show you what an actual proper resolution looks like, just to show you. Can I... Oh, it's a DX11 game. I wonder if that's part of the reason it's being weird. Does this work? No. Does... Wait! There's 2 feeds of the game. What if I capture the other feed? No, that's still frozen. Why are there 2 feeds of the game? There are there are technically 2 windows that I can capture. So I think that's why it's freezing, because there's like 2 windows and it's getting confused. Okay, hold on. What if I capture my desktop like this, and then I go and put the game up? That works. So if I capture the desktop, you guys don't have it frozen, and I can see the full resolution. That's a little bit awkward, but I guess I can make it work. Alright, hold on. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Technical stuff. So yeah, so what's happening here is that the developer... The game starts at true full screen, where it is the resolution of your monitor. But if you tell it to go to window mode, it gets really small, because the default window mode is like literally like 640 by 480 or something. Very small. But then if you bring it back to full screen mode after it being in windowed mode, the game does not return to full screen resolution full screen mode. It actually takes that small resolution and blows it up. So basically, you're still at 640, 480 or whatever, but it's just full screen and stretched. So they really messed up the full screen and windowed options in this game. They messed up programming it. It's very buggy for some reason. I'm not sure exactly what they did, but it's definitely not really quite right. That's fine, though. That's fine. That shouldn't be anything too major. Basically, I found a workaround. And the workaround is, instead of using our normal feed for capture, what we're going to do is I'm going to capture my desktop. Now, this does have a downside. Capture the desktop does have a downside. That downside is if I pull anything up on the desktop, you guys will see it, which obviously I kind of want to just focus on one window capture typically, so that's kind of not a good thing. But whatever, we'll have to make it do with that. It's fine. I just got to make sure I don't open anything sensitive, obviously, when I'm just moving a few programs over to the other monitor. That's really that's gonna fix that. Okay, we should be good, though. Just means that I have to remember to turn that back off after the game. So we're gonna do desktop capture. But yeah, we don't prefer doing that, but that's fine. We can get some sneak peeks on some things I'm working on. This is a special interview involving visiting the Rainbow Planet, a little folder for that. Some other stuff too. There's a giveaway key. It's there over there too. Don't worry, you can't see the code. It's in the notepad. But yeah, little sneak peeks. Some little project things. I put stuff on the left desktop if it's like something I want to get to soon, basically. So I just leave it over there so I remind myself, oh yeah, that's a thing I need to get to. Okay, there we go. So now we're capturing the desktop. And as usual, sorry for technical difficulties at the beginning of an episode of Howler for an Hour, but we do include this stuff because it is part of the game experience and we are technically reviewing it. So if you now this is more of an issue for a streamer, but it is weird. It is weird how it behaves, and even if you're playing this casually, you might find this conflicting with some other programs. If you're trying to play the game and like watch a video or something, it might conflict because of the weird, buggy way it's programmed. So this does matter to the common consumer and not just to streamers. All right, so if I remove the yellow capture border, that should be good. We should be good now. Now, if I pull up the game, there we go. And it's playable, right? And it's full resolution. There. Just took that much effort. Oh, now hopefully the frame rate is good for you guys. That's the other thing I just thought about. Looks fine, I think. I'm getting 60 FPS, I think. I hope you guys are. I'm not sure. Okay, good. Even if you're not, I think I'll just accept it at this point. It looks to be fine on the preview. Okay, so what are our movesets? I'm just gonna learn our moveset here. So we have a quest list. We have show totals. So there's 200 bananas, 10 pygmies, and 2 horns, 2 sheep horns. I don't know. In this world, I guess. And view the controls. So aim, throw / tongue. Fair enough. Attack / stomp, interact, cancel, jump, camera control, pause, move. So yeah, this feels a little rough. No active quests. Okay. It feels a little rough at the start, but to be fair, I think it's still pretty charming looking. So we can do a little tail swipe. If I jump and do the tail swipe, I do a ground pound, which I can do very quickly. What else can I do? So I can aim. Okay, there's a coconut counter in the lower right. I have 0 right now, but I guess I can throw coconuts. And I can... Obviously, I can jump. I can do a double jump. Okay. And I think that's all the buttons for now. I mean, throw and tongue. I don't know how to use tongue right now, but we'll figure that out. Okay. And then interact is the... Okay. And cancel would be. And A would confirm. Oh, how's the volume, by the way? Okay, fair. Enjoy your trade. Oh, I got an achievement for seeing home. Kind of look like shrimp, maybe prawns. This? Shrimp! 2 of 0, 2 shrimp. Maybe, is that a shrimp? No, it's a peanut. Is that just a giant peanut we put in a pot? What are we doing with that? I'm just gonna boil this pot of peanut. That'll be great. So, Mom's old specialty. Let's see. Waves and proceed. I do like how the poison dart frog fella, Marty, he has like his terrarium of his own. There doesn't seem to be anything here. Okay. But yeah, how is the volume? Because I actually turned it down in the control panel, which now I just realized. Hold on. Go. Let me pull that guy back up. Control effect mixer. Whoop. I'm going to turn it all the way back up, because now I actually have an in-game volume control, so I'll just use that. It's right here. Oh, those numbers are crazy. Oh, I want to leave that one. Yeah, so if the game... Yeah, this seems slightly too loud still. So I'll start turning it down a little bit. Let's leave it there. Let's see how that does. That sounds good. What do you guys think? I think that's good. Here's water. I guess we can just run around in it. This waterfall is completely silent. There's nothing behind it, darn. So, I guess that's our first level over there. Is there any way to, like, move faster, I wonder? That's a this way to Fur Affinity, guys. It's this way. Alright, got it. There is, like, there's insects or something. It's, like, quiet. It's this quiet woodland atmosphere. There doesn't seem to be anything actually here to grab. Okay, I figured this area would maybe have a platforming thing or something to get me used to the game. Doesn't look like it. Can't climb trees. At least not those. Okay, let's go. If you want to save the pygmies, you're going to need to master your abilities. Use the left stick to move, use the right stick to change the camera angle. Although if you got this far, you probably already figured those ones out, so good job. Yay, I did it. Press A button to jump, press A button again to double jump. Holding down the A button will make you jump a little higher and further. That makes sense. What's over this way, though? Oh, I think it's blocked off. Yep. little surprised there's no music so far either, like a little tutorial area music or something. But that's fine. We got some ambience instead. What's this? Press X to grab, do a tail whip. Tail whip can hit enemies and objects in front of you. Try using tail whip on the crank. I think that worked, but the camera pulled away so fast I couldn't tell. I guess it worked. Did it even spin, or was it just an interaction? Enemies and objects above you can't be hit with a tail whip, so you may need to throw a projectile. Hold the left trigger to aim, and whilst aiming, pull the right trigger to throw an orange. Oh, it's an orange! It looked like a coconut. You only throw as many oranges as you have collected, so make sure you collect as many you can find. If you haven't found any oranges yet, try looking around. I found one. Orange trees. I mean, yeah. Seriously, that graphic in the lower right, doesn't it look like a coconut? Why is it so, like, dark and brown? They just gotta respawn. I'm gonna gather as many as I can. The counter is going up and up. It's kind of hitting my head, obviously, but 28? What's the limit on this? For the sound of it, it's like, it basically said, like, try to grab as many as you can. It didn't sound like it had a cap. 41? $53? I assume 99. I assume 99. They really like that slide whistle. I guess... Did Banjo-Kazooie use a slide whistle here and there? I guess it did. This game so obviously really wants to be Banjo-Kazooie. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm at 80 now. Faster I grab and faster they respawn. 92. Okay, it went to... Oh no, it went to 100. Okay, it stopped at 100. Okay, now that I've maxed out my orange count, now I don't have to pick up oranges for the rest of the game, right? Alright, bye. Not a lot of sound effects for actions. Oh boy, I have to wait for each one. Okay, here we go. Like, I like how long I just have to stand there and watch it. That's obviously a ground pound. Why do I feel like there's supposed to be? I don't know if there is or not, honestly. Shelby, the water will cause you to dive down. While underwater, hold the A button to swim. Use left stick to change direction. Your swimming can move itself automatically. So to the surface, you automatically jump out. Pay attention to your air meter. You may start to take damage. Pick up bubbles, refill. Okay, yeah, I see how it works. It is 3D platformer swimming controls, in other words. Which is just not great. And it even does the bubble meter just like Banjo-Kazooie. It's a little simpler, though. It's not like you're doing, like, momentum-based strokes. You're just kind of going in at one speed. I don't know, maybe there isn't supposed to be music here. What's this? Some areas are too small for Marty, so when you find those areas, you'll find a hop door. I'll interact with the hop door. Take you to a new area where you play as Hop. Hop is a different moveset. Be sure to visit the Hop sub-areas you find. Okay. They really like their slide whistle, you're right. Well, I'm Hop now. I guess I can tongue now. Yeah. I can jump. I only have one jump, but it's big. You can jump higher, but only has a single jump. You can hold jump to jump higher. Yep. Okay. Works pretty well. This game is... Yeah, I feel like it's a little uncomfortable how quiet it is, too. I'm pretty sure it just doesn't have music here. Hold left trigger to aim, then press right trigger to stand top tongue. Objects at top tongue will interact with, highlight when you aim at them. Okay. Oh. Okay, that's a grapple dragonfly. I don't eat them, I just get pulled to them. What's that? It looked like some sort of, like, temperature gauge, but I licked the temperature gauge and it opened a gate. So whenever you see a temperature gauge, lick it. So good things will happen. Don't actually lick temperature gauges, though. That's a joke. Okay. It's supposed to be very quiet and very loud. Is it loud? There's only one volume, by the way. It's not like there's sound and sound effects and music. It's just one. And that's a shortcut back to the house if we need it. Okay. What's this? I wonder, is that like totals for the entire game or for like this world or whatever? Let's go inside. Is there music in here maybe? Claudia, I'm so glad you're home. We have an emergency. Captain Hookbeak was here. Meow, meow, meow. Hookbeak, not someone you don't really want to mess with. That dastardly pirate really would stop nothing to get what he wants. You're right about that. He just kidnapped all the pygmies and flew off. I don't know where he went. Please help us, Floyd scientist. Do you have anything that can help us track him down? I do have a teleport I've been working on, but the lab isn't fully up and running yet, and I'll need some help to get it all working. Claudia. Although you said he kidnapped all the pygmies, there's no way to keep that many tiny monkeys in the ship for long. It's possible he lost some of them in prison to retrieve later. Go through the doorway in this room. It'll take you further into the rainforest. Try to find any pygmies still there. When you save them, I'll ask them to help me get the rest of the lab ready so you can explore other worlds. And eventually we can get you right to Hookbeak. Yep, that's your standard procedure. How many levels are there? Oh, now we have extremely deep lab sounds. It looks like there's 3 worlds. And there's, like, maybe they are shrimp. I don't know. They need shrimp. For lunch? I don't know. Oh, there's music. All my points, no? What are you saying? This does feel like the standard game to have a horror Easter egg. You know what? You're right. It kind of does feel like it might go that way. I don't disagree. What's this? Oh. Okay, I need shrimp for this. Marty the Marmoset is his everyday outfit. He wears a banana around his neck as a conversation starter. So far, has started no conversations. Oh, okay. I can buy this for many minutes in Marty's. Hello, hello. Does this costume get a bit quirky? Wait! Hello? Hello, hello? This costume does get a bit quirky tonight, but can I blame it? If I were forced to collect those bananas, I get a bit irritable too. Okay, well, you just said that you guys just noted that this game has unsettling vibes, and now just did a staff reference. Many minutes in Marty's. It's an animatronic outfit. It was a cold night in mid-November. Marty marked through the dusty back alley. The pygmies captured. Bananas everywhere. His clothing, the perfect graceful ensemble. Time to get down to business. Marty plushie. Popular heroes became in the rainforest merchandise. Sure of all. One particularly talented pygmy makes a fortune selling the knitted Hop and Marty plushies. Hookbeak Causeway. It's actually pretty messed up if you think about it. Hop onesie. Marty always sleeps with his cozy onesie made to look like his best friend Hop. Hop acts like he finds it embarrassing, but he obviously finds it very endearing. And then there's Hop, which Hop is a poison dart frog and his bright coloration is designed to ward off potential predators. However, he already does this himself with his abrasive personality. Oh, that's not very nice. Hopbot. Claudia has developed a robotic substitute for Hop, but she knows full well that one day he'll be far too engrossed in a TV show to get anything done. Lord Hop III Esquire. Hop always planned what he'd do if he won the lottery, but he never buys lottery tickets. He did, however, buy his fancy suit and top hat. And a mustache. Marty costume. When Hop dresses as Marty, it becomes almost impossible to tell the two of us apart. It's a trick to figure it out. Hop is the one who's still clearly a frog. Yeah, Hop is the one where if you hug him, you'll die as well. That's another way of figuring it out. Slime Hop. Okay. If his frogs weren't slime enough already, this frog was 100% slime. The only creature in the fantasy world weaker than the slime itself. Candy Spot Hop. Many creatures in the Cannibal Kingdom have spots and patterns that specifically evolved to make them hard to notice. This one went in the exactly opposite direction. Still dangerous to eat, though. Okay, back to lab. So that's what we use shrimp or sheep horns for. Okay, so let's go over here. I'm looking around, just wondering if there's any little secrets. It is a collectathon. There doesn't seem to be anything in these areas. Okay, we have music and a level now. This game really does have some unsettling vibes, though. That's either, I'm gonna say either that's really clever of it, if it does have some horror elements, or That's a real misstep if it wasn't meant to. I'm not sure which right now. If it's intentional, then sure, cool. If it's not intentional, then they really kind of messed up the vibe. Emperor. Oh, I just found the Emperor of the world. Okay. Hop, Marty, thank you goodness you're here. But Ashley, Captain Hook, is Captain... Oh, the pygmies. It's all, don't worry, we're gonna free them. Well, stop trying to get to it. Some of them are still here in the rainforest. They are trapped in cages. You need to break them out. Will do. Hold on, why aren't you not doing anything now? I'm rich and powerful. I don't do things. I tell you to do things. There are 10 pygmies trapped around here. There are also 200 bananas. That's not as pressing a matter, but who doesn't love bananas? Yep, that's... Okay, I guess that's the totals we saw for the... earlier, so I guess it's just for this level, this area. Please rescue physics quickly. This is a PR nightmare. Looks like this level is a sheep free zone. Why do you... Oh no, that exploded. I didn't see... I wasn't paying attention. Oh, a time limit. I love how I have 30 seconds, but 6 of those seconds were just stuck watching the cutscene. That's really not frustrating at all. Thank you. I mean, I have plenty of time, but like, if you're gonna give me 30 seconds and then you stick me in a cutscene for 6 seconds, I'll feel a little cheated. There, I say a pygmy. What's that? Oh, I get it. You know what that is? I sell all those oranges, by the way. That's Badrill's backpack. Ah, my throat. So this stuff hurt me. No. It probably makes it impossible to do some jumps. I just got a gear. Okay. Hi, are you a cat? Oh, it's Macbat. Hi there, I'm Marty and this is my friend Hop. Why, hello there, travelers. The name's Macbat, the gentleman adventurer from Sirocco's Macbat 64. What kind... Charm played that a long time ago. What can I do for you this fine day? Have you seen any pygmy marmosets and cages around here? We're trying to rescue them. I'm afraid I haven't seen much at all. I lost my monocle and I can't for the life of me find it again. Marty, he's as blind as a bat. You see, I was trying to work this mecha so open the grate behind the waterfall, but I can barely see the buttons. Maybe one of your pygmies is back there. If you find my monocle, I'll open that gate for you to have a gander. Okay, yeah, I think we can do that for you. I'll keep an eye out. Okay. I find this monocle. I feel like I should have some sort of option to run faster or move faster, but there really isn't anything like that. Oh, it's B. Oh no, I'll get rid of it, don't worry. Ah, it's flying too high. Hold on. I didn't see... I guess that's what Esther meant with the sheep free zone. I didn't see the bee before. Oh, this bee is actually super dangerous. Hold on. Ah! Okay, I guess I'll use an orange. Okay, objective 1. I'm going to take out every bee here. That way Esther can watch the video again. Seriously, what's with all the bees lately? Take that. Oh, here. I'll take it. I mean, these guys are mean. I can take them out. Once I've declared this level bee free, he can come back. Oh, there's a beehive. That's an important target. Can I break this? No. Is that a cordyceps infected ant? Oh, okay. I think this is fine. Esther could see the cordyceps infected ant. That's not as big a deal, despite the fact it's actually scarier. Esther doesn't just hate bees; it's a straight up phobia. Which means he can't watch the stream while there's bees in this level. So I will try to take them all out. No, he's not allergic, though. Ironically, we are. Charm is definitely allergic. This body we have is definitely allergic to bees. That being said, we don't have a phobia. We take them very seriously when we see them, but we don't have a phobia. I'm not really interested in puzzle solving, I just want to take out the bees. Hi there. Hey there, have you? Drat, I lost my place. Sorry, I'm just trying to learn the song of the snow monkeys. What's the song of the snow monkeys? The secret song all snow monkeys must know if they want to be allowed in the hot springs. It's really be secret if you sing it to us? Maybe not. If you want to learn, just follow along. Yeah. Get it. Take that. I like how it died. It just kind of, like, gave up. Oh, it's not an enemy. Okay, hello. Slime, I thought you were out here getting revenge. I was, and vengeance has now been dealt. I reduced those heroes to not bones but armor. I bought castles were ruined and struck fears in the hearts of those who've ever thought to stand against us slimes. That was more graphic than I was expecting. Oops, sorry, I got carried away. Okay, that's cool. If you ever you need to get revenge, give me a call. I got a taste for it now. Who are you? Probably a cameo as well. Rescue. Can I make that jump? Not quite. I bet there's a bee up there. I gotta take it out. Like, my objective is just looking for bees right now. It really is. I'm sorry, Silver. I'm sorry you're allergic too. I'll select the fear. It's like, yeah, we're careful. Honestly, bees don't scare charm, but yellow jackets and wasps do. Those do. I guess we have a phobia of those. Well, not really a phobia, though. I mean, the difference is we're scared if we see one. But it's like, if we don't see one, then... I mean, if we see one on a screen, that's fine. We don't mind. If that makes sense. There, I got a monkey. But with Esler can't hear. Hearing them is the worst. So if he sees them in a game, that's pretty bad for him. But if he hears them in something, that's why he left. He actually left the stream because of the bees in this. That's also why, unfortunately, he also didn't stick around very much in when I was playing Sunflush because there was bees around that too. Yeah, and what time is it? It's too early to be up. It's too late. You see about face, and we just let ourselves into your home. Yeah, it's fine. I don't have a door. That's true. I mean, if you don't have a door, you can't really not invite visitors in. But take a quick nap. Wake me around. Actually, don't wake me. Okay. The dialogue in this game is kind of throwaway. I noticed something, by the way. There's a lot of Banjo-Kazooie-like inspired games where their dialogue is kind of just whatever. Like, oh, they have the characters trying to snark or something, but it doesn't really work. It's not, like, charming like Banjo-Kazooie does it. It's just kind of dialogue just, oh no, you can actually fall through that? Okay. It's just kind of dialogue for dialogue's sake because Banjo-Kazooie had dialogue, so they did dialogue too. You know? I like his really basic house. And Zero says, same, if I see in front of a yellow jacket in the room and hear them IRL, I can't focus on another gun. I'm fine if they aren't real. Yeah, same. Same how we were. Just looking around. There might be stuff to swim for, but I bet there's no bees in the water, so I'm not as concerned about looking in the water right now. But I have a hunch. Yep, see, there's a bee up there. I knew it. If I get rid of every bee, Esther may be able to watch the stream again, so that's my focus. But I guess I'll pick up things along the way, why not? I really feel like, as I run across this platform, all I can think to myself is there really should be some sort of run button. There isn't, though. There's nothing to do to run. I think it's important for a 3D platformer to have some sort of movement option. You know, Banjo-Kazooie, the game this is inspired by. Talon Trot. Talon Trot was a great movement option. Talon Trot also lets you climb surfaces. Oh god. Okay, there. I didn't see that beat until it was too late. Well, almost too late. To be fair, the bees, I should take them all out. They're very mean. Oh no, if you touch the side of the crumbling platform, it starts crumbling early. That's mean. Come on. I pulled a clever one to get back up. So in other words, breakable platforms, if you touch them at any point, they will start breaking. That's a bit lame, actually. What technicolored tentacle monster is in that tree? It's very colorful. How am I missing this, man? Honestly, aiming is kind of awkward. Oh, it fell all the way. Alright then, bye. So I noticed there's a bunch of load zones. Like there's a well I could go down. There's this house up here. I'm worried that if I go in a house and then exit, the bees will come back. They probably will. I mean, so be it, I guess. But just thinking about it. Another option is, after we beat this level, maybe Esther can come back after the level's done. Because the next level probably won't have bees, so let's just try to beat this nice and quick. Huh, can't open that. Well, let's see if the bees... Did they come back? I think they stayed dead, actually. Actually, you know what? I think that these creatures are wasps. That would explain why they're so mean, too. The reason we're not too scared of bees in real life, even though we are actually... We're, like, legitimately dangerously allergic to wasps, hornets, and bees. But when it comes to bees, we're not really too scared of them because we understand that, generally speaking, a bee doesn't want to hurt you. Because it also kind of kills it if it has to sting you. So it doesn't really want to. So if you just treat them nicely, they'll generally not hurt you. That does not apply to wasps and hornets, though. Those guys are mean. Who are you? Oh, wait. I'm Marty, and this is Hop. We're looking for pygmies. Oh, I see. Well, I'm a bit stuck at the moment. My house crashed here, and some parts broke off. If you would help me to find them, I would help you find your friends. I've heard there is a hidden grove deeper in the rainforest. I can fix my house. If I can fix my house, I can take you there. But do it for 5 gold balloons. Hop, no. But there might be a pygmy in that grove. Look out for your missing parts. Oh, thank you. I'm just missing 3 cogs. Bring them back here once you found them. Hey, you know what? I have 3 cogs. On the way here, I got them all, so hey. I found 3 cogs. Will you have to fix your house? I think so. Let me see. Click, bang, crash! As you say in General Para Onomatopoeia. I don't know. I think it's just as prosperous. Leave him to it. Well, the house is repaired. Now, would you like to fly me to the Hidden Grove? Sure. Right, hold on a second. May as well. Because I'm here. Can we fly back, too? I think so. Yeah, hopefully they don't reuse the bees in the other levels. We'll see, though. Oh. Okay, this game likes to make references. We had Banjo's backpack, now we have some Crash Bandicoot crates. It is, it's Nitro Crate and the other crates. I see, it's got a little... So its house moves because it has propellers on the back, and I guess that gives it enough lift. Well, it also has a balloon. That helps a bit. Hidden Grove. Just a pygmy here. I think I found everything here. Very nothing of an area, really. I guess just because it has to be applied to. That's the puzzle. Hello, Guardian. How you doing? It does seem like the enemies are staying persistently destroyed if you take them out. That's good. I'm not sure what's up with this place in the back, because there's a wall as soon as you walk inside, so I can't do anything there right now. Fall damage? No. If you're wondering. Okay, this is just a Pac-Man reference, I just realized. There's Macbeth's monocle. I like how I don't have to do the maze like they mean you to do it. You can just kind of go like, whatever. So somebody want to remember the monkey song for me? It's, green, green, blue, red, red, green, blue. Green, green, blue, red, red, green, blue. Green, green, blue, red, red, green, blue. That is just long enough that I don't think I can remember it. Thank you. I like how when you spell it out, it just looks like you're saying... It just sounds like you're frustrated. GG Burr, GG. That's the easiest way to remember it. GG Burr, GG. You got coal, GG. Oh, wait, you didn't do it right. It's not GG Burr GG, it's G, even though that's kind of fun to say. It's GG Burr GB. Okay, thanks Snow Monkeys for just spotting a pygmy out of nowhere somehow. That face. I think the developer likes monkeys. Huh. Hold on, I saw something. Epic Troy again by accident. Again? There's a shrimp up there. I knew I saw something. What's in here? Technically a platform challenge. I say technically because it's not like I'm gonna fail it. I'm too talented. Oh, there's a platform there. Okay. Hehe. Strizell says I will be severely disappointed if this is a Brazilian game, but at the same time it's giving me vibes. Well, at least it wasn't a Golden Lion Tavern. So, you could look up the studio for this and figure out where they're based, maybe, or something. Oh, this is the other side of that. I know where I'm at. Not sure why that connects up. Does that make sense? Maybe it does? Oh, I guess it does make sense, yeah. But we learned one thing very important. Shrimp! Oh gosh, you know I'm gonna have to walk all the way around the level up here in case there's something else up here. This is where I really wish I had like a sprinty thing or something. There could be something on the roof of that building. I think I can make the jump. Yep. And no, there wasn't. Doing good today, thank you guys. I'm glad to hear that, Garden. I guess there's a good vantage point to look for more shrimp, though. Scotland is in Brazil. Oh, is this? I would imagine not. What, are the developers from Scotland? I like the attempt at a waterfall, but it's like just... It's not even moving. And it doesn't come out from anywhere. I mean, I know his 64 games were limited in polygons, but come on. I don't think there's anything else up here. I think it was just that one item. Oh, there is a thing in the waterfall. It's locked, but I bet that the MacBat switch will open it. Where's that go? I'm guessing it exits from the little well. Oh. That's not where I expected to exit from at all. Did I just, like, swim out of the water a little bit? I did, actually. Okay. Huh. But yeah, I feel like you guys are also feeling this too. That sort of feeling of the level's just a little too big for the speed at which we move. Like, it's not terrible. It's not like that other Banjo-Kazooie game we played, which just had too much open space and nothing going on. But it is kind of still doing that, unfortunately. Oh, this is lovely. I love the timing of this. Okay, then. Alright, fine. I'm a platforming genius. It's fine. There. I think I was supposed to take that one, but I just skipped it, because haha. There's chocolate in there! Oh, is that a reference to... Is that supposed to be a reference to Conker's Bad Fur Day? I think there was chocolate in a grate. I don't remember. Charm didn't really focus on that game that much. Didn't really care for it. This developer will throw references anywhere. Oh, I should probably actually not drown. The swimming is really not comfortable, by the way. It's very awkward. The camera just doesn't want to move to actually show me where I'm going. So it's not the best swimming controls. Oh, and this is not the best depth perception either. I guess bubbles refill your air all the way, though? I can't tell. Okay. Okay. Surfacing doesn't refill the air all the way? Well, that's kind of weird. So I haven't really swum in the main water. I bet there's a shrimp in there somewhere, but I haven't looked yet. We'll do that at the end. You found my model. Good show, chaps. Now I can finally read these controls. Let's see. Yeah, huh? You got it open. Are you sure there's a pygmy back there? I have no idea, my good fellow. I've not been able to open until right now. This is maybe a huge waste of time. I love it. Hop! Thank you, MacBat. We hope we meet again. It's kind of funny to me that every Banjo-Kazooie inspired game is like, I gotta have two characters and one of them has to be snarky. It's required. And it's like, snarky is not fun if you don't do it right. Like, if one of the protagonists is just kind of a jerk, that's not fun unless you know what you're doing in it. And most of these games that I've played that are Banjo-Kazooie inspired don't have a likable second character. I mean, arguably, I'd say Kazooie is not completely likable herself. kind of debatable. Oh, that camera angle. Okay. I think what I do here is I hit these really fast. Oh, I don't have to hit them fast. I just have to hit them. Do I have to hit them fast? Man, the cutscene wait time, though. Like, go ahead and get a drink. You have the time. Like, do you see how long it holds on the animation after it finishes? It's very silly. Like, the pillar's raised, the pillar's raising, the pillar's raising. Oh, that one actually ended early. Oh, he said the timer, he said the cutscene for how long it focused on each pillar for the same amount of time for every pillar. So for the short pillar, it just sits there forever. For the long pillar, it cuts early. That's kind of dumb. You should have probably coded the length depending on the... Whoa! Aha, you thought I was going to die there, right? No, I didn't, because I'm a platforming genius. I knew that I was just going to hop out of that fall of death. Yep. Yeah, apparently there's a bit of coyote time. I just learned that. So slow start of the game's a lot better as restart as it is. Which one? This one? Is this a lot better than the other Banjo-Kazooie inspired game we played recently? This is definitely better than that one for sure. I think we're done in here. I was trying to just look around to see if there's any goodies. Doesn't look like it. Ah! Jump scare. Alright then. So I have 170 and 8 pygmies. Meaning I'm missing 30 bananas, 1 shrimp, and 2 pygmies. Okay. I'm gonna start swimming underwater. Yeah, okay, immediately I found something. Oh, this goes much further than I thought. Okay, that was a little dangerous. Okay, the swimming controls are so much fun. Okay, there might be a shrimp in here. The camera does not like me. So give me a second. Air bubbles come back. Okay, that's good. Really? Just gonna get stuck there? Alright. I don't know why they're not dead. They have air cages, sure. Okay. The swimming is not very good. The camera is super lazy when you do it. Okay. Nothing out that way. You notice the lack of sound effects, by the way? It kind of... That's part of the reason it's so unsettling. There's just not enough sound. Like, I'm underwater, swimming, and you can't hear that I'm doing that. Like, there's no sound letting you even know that I'm doing that. She released through the air cages, so I did. Oh no. Trying to figure out. So I'm missing a pygmy. I'm missing a few bananas. Is there a sub area I haven't been in? I'm trying to remember. Obviously, I climbed that tower. I went in the well, right? And I went through the I went through the waterfall place, right? I didn't just completely forget to enter there, right? I went in there, right? Yeah, that was the hop area. Or the Marty area. Or hop area, yeah. And that was the swimming challenge with the thorns. And this just is not anything as far as I can tell. Okay, I'm gonna need your guys' help to figure out where I should be going. I guess I'll go back up. And the well was an exit, okay. Yeah, see, this is kind of where it gets painful. It's like, alright. Because of my slow movement speed, if I am missing some stuff at the end of the level, it's like, oh boy, let's meander around at kind of a slow walking pace, huh? Yep. Like, seriously, not giving you, the player, a movement option is a very big mistake, I think. I guess I should specify a horizontal movement option. Really needs to sprint. Yeah, if I had a sprint, this would be far better. Oh, wait, I don't think I noticed this earlier. Here we go. Can I lick you? I know, don't lick him. Yeah, I think I walked right by that and didn't even notice that little hole. The first time? I don't think I saw it. What am I doing here? Okay. Yeah, it's definitely the sound a fly makes. Is that health? Oh, that's health for top, okay. I guess the objective here is get the weird angles to grapple the things. Can you lick the mushroom top their head? I did not think about that. Does not work. Escape! Okay, so yeah, that doesn't do... They're just invincible. Hop is weak, so... You can't attack, I guess. I see the shrimp! Okay, I think everything else that we need is in here, then. How far can I lick? Not that far. Do they want me to do that jump? Well, I can do a coyote jump, probably. There we go. That's not so bad. Yeah, I think we found the rest of the stuff in the level. Done. Hard to figure out the maximum range. About that. The camera is always very disorienting after a grapple. Like, this is the default camera. Every single time you grapple, you have to move the camera into a better position, because this is what it gives you after a grapple. Like, guys, come on. Yeah, I'll do it again, watch this. Yep, that's a good camera. Wait, does it depend on my previous alignment of the camera? Like... No, it does just have its own thing that it does. It's not very good. Consistently bad. Alright then. Yep, that's everything. Terminal velocity. Okay, could somebody ask Esther to come back because we are done with the world with bees? And it does seem like I took them out really early. Actually, I took them all out earlier, so. That's not citable. That's okay. You know what? I don't think this is a game that's trying to be unsettling to be a horror game. I don't think it's trying to be one of those secret cute games that's actually scary. I think it's just got weird vibes. I think it just, unfortunately, does have some weird vibes. How do I leave the level? Wait, didn't I start the level right here? How do I leave? Guys, how do I get out of here? I mean, I guess I can exit the lab. But, like, is there no actual exit? Do I have to exit the lab? Hold on, where did I enter from? Yeah, no, there's no... You're just stuck here unless you go with the menu. Okay. There's no way to walk out. Okay. Even though there's a way to walk in. That's kind of confusing. Here's a little tip from me to you. If you're ever stuck in a dark place, a torch or camera's flash can be a light source in a pinch. Okay. Here's a little tip. If you ever... Okay, this is your tip. God, yeah. Yep. So, I'm a little curious, let me check something. I'm gonna pop open the achievement list, because I'm curious about something. That's insane! File peculiar stack box. Oh yeah, there's achievements every time. What a nice chap. Deliver the mod. Save all 50 pygmies. Okay. I was just looking for an achievement that gave me an idea what the total of the game was. Also, there is definitely something really weird about this game's full screen mode. Look to the left there. We have now permanently print screened the achievement, or the Steam overlay on the left side of the screen. It's just, like, stuck there. You know, it's doing that thing where... Have you ever, like, gone outside of the map in like, Gmod, and then, like, anything that you look at gets stuck to the void part of your screen? It just, like, copies it and leaves it there. It's doing that. So, yeah, there seems to be 5 levels in this. That seems to be it. Yeah, the pixels are not being updated. So this full screen mode is really jank. There's definitely something wrong with this full screen mode. And the fact that part of the screen is not being updated is why I had to do a weird capture just so you guys didn't see a frozen screen. Because as far as XSplit knew, this game wasn't updating itself. The only reason I'm able to capture it moving is because I'm capturing not the game, but the entire monitor, which does get around it, but yeah, this game is weirdly programmed. Alright, we should switch games, but let's look at what we got here. We got monkeys, they're studying. They're either hanging on for dear life or studying something, I can't tell which. I'm sure the dev's doing his best, but much like this pygmy, I don't think he fully knows what he did with the game development. That's all. It's certainly better than some games, though. What's that say? World's smallest monkey. I don't think that's true. Well, I mean, pygmy monkeys are tiny monkeys, but there's... I think in real life they're even smaller than that. Oh, 5 monkeys. I saved 5 monkeys. What is Marty doing down there? Did you see? He was like, I think he got stuck in animation while the door is opening. Okay, this is like... Okay, no, you don't place leaves like that and then not let me climb them. Come on. That's so obviously a little platform. Maybe it's for hop. I can't just switch to hop, though. Are there monkeys on typewriters? Kind of. The modern equivalent on keyboards. It's a really weird decision that the hub area is no music, just environmental sounds. So I guess this is level 2. Let's take a sneak peek. Oh, it's a big house level. Oh, the Smash symbol. No, the Smash Brothers symbol. Okay, let's see. This is a nice little song. Yeah, macro level. I won't be playing it now, but hey, that's pretty cool. I'll probably play this on my own time. This game doesn't feel good enough to stream. Like, it's not bad, but it has weird vibes. I mean, I do appreciate a micro level. That's always a fun level type. I feel like the developer definitely put a genuine effort into this, but I just feel like some of the vibes are a little bit off, I guess, you know? Oh, I know why you said... Chrisov said that this game was made by a Brazilian dev. Or assumed so. Look at Marty's clothing. It's basically the Brazilian flag. Let me check something, actually. Let me go over here and check something. On the side. So... I'm gonna look this up. I'm actually kind of curious. Up Marty. It has 4 out of 5 stars. That probably is fair. The developer is Evil Cookie Games. I don't know if they have a presence. They have an itch.io. Okay. Yeah, okay, it does. Okay. So I'm Evil Cookie, indie games developer from Scotland. In 2021, I made and released Slime's Revenge. Oh, that's why there's a slime guy and he wanted revenge. So yeah, he is a Scotland developer. Despite that, I agree, the vibes kind of feel Brazilian. But yeah, thank you, camera, monkey butt. All right, but yeah, I think I'll stop here. I'll probably just play this solo. If I have any additional thoughts about the game after playing it solo, I think I do think I like it enough that I'll just kind of casually play it just as a chill game. But I don't really think it's stream worthy. I don't feel like it's quite good enough for that. It does have some weird vibes, and I don't think it's because it's like secretly a horror game. I think it's just some weird vibes. Also, I will criticize, now having played 2 Banjo-Kazooie-like inspired games with a duo of characters, and then one of them snarky, and there's a bunch of dialogue. I will say this. That last game we played, what was the name of that last game? Does anybody remember? What was that other game called that I played? I honestly, it was so bad I've already forgotten. Let's see, let me look it up. The game that we played the other Howler, it was like 2 Howlers back, I think? Yeah, 2 Howlers back. Right, Regina and Mac. That was Regina and Mac. And if you guys didn't see that one, just to show you that the game we're playing right now is way better than it, just to show you what I mean. Because I'm not trying to diss on this game like Regina and Mac here. Let me just show you over here. This should pop up in a second. Anytime. Sorry, it's in light mode. I think it just defaulted to that. But, hello? There it is. Yeah, Regina and Mac was... The dialogue was really dumb. Snarky developer. Snarky parrot character that wasn't fun. I did like the Sudoku to enter levels, but the levels themselves were just... Well, this. So, you know, Wop and Marty is still flawed, and I don't think it's really quite landing correctly, but it's way better than Regina and Mac. This game was a mess. Had good music, though, actually, but the rest of it, mess. Picross, not Sudoku. Sorry, Picross, yeah. But, yeah, it's, and all the levels look this bad. Actually, well, I guess the second one looked a little bit. I got to 2 levels in that one. Here's the second level. It's like in here. Somewhere. There it is. But yeah, you can see that Hop and Marty definitely has a lot more graphics going on right to begin with. But in both cases, though, these games share some similarities, though. Besides that, Hop and Marty is definitely the better game, but we still have a lot of elements here that I think is a misstep. I get it. Banjo-Kazooie was a good game, you know, good series, too. I understand wanting to make a 3D platformer inspired by it, but I feel like a lot of devs keep doing it wrong. They make these, you know, snarky, unlikable characters because Banjo-Kazooie did that, so you gotta have a duo, and you gotta have one of them be kind of a jerk. And it's like, that's not necessarily fun, though, and you don't have to necessarily copy that element from Banjo-Kazooie. You could have 2 nice characters. You could have characters with other personality traits. You could have just one character. You don't have to copy that element. And another thing is, like, I noticed that, like, this game was better about it. Regina Mac was worse about it. But I noticed a lot of 3D collectathon platformer developers making ones for the current era. they tend to make the levels too big and too empty. And oftentimes there's not enough movement options. So, for instance, Marty here has nothing besides this basic movement speed, which is okay, but yeah. I said this during the Regina and Mac review, and I'll say it again. I think one huge reason that 3D platformers on the N64 were so successful is because of the limited hardware. Basically, the N64 couldn't render gigantic levels, so the levels were fairly constrained. They had sub-areas that were also fairly constrained, and basically what you had is you had dense levels with a lot going on. You wouldn't step more than 5 seconds without running into something interesting. And that was actually all because of the limitations of the N64, which ended up benefiting the 3D collectathon genre. Honestly, if the 3D platformer genre like took off during a later generation era, it probably wouldn't have succeeded because they would have been able to make huge levels, and I doubt a lot of developers would have had the self-restraint to avoid making the levels too big. It seems to be a problem with a lot of games. In fact, I remember that was a problem levied against Ukulele as well, the levels being too big. So I think that limited hardware, forcing the levels to be smaller, is what really made 3D platformers take off. That's what helped them be so fun, because the dense gameplay was fun. But yeah, I think that's a problem when I play 3D platformers made for Howler for an hour, when I play 3D platformers on Howler for an hour, I notice that they're just not dense enough. There's so much empty space. There's so much, now I have to walk around and look for the last things, which in another 3D platformer might be a little bit of a hunt, but it's never too bad. It's never too much trekking around trying to look for the last stuff. But in these games, it's like, oof, where is the last thing? I got a lot of walking to do now because the level's so big. So, yeah, I think developers, if 3D platformer developers, if there's other developers out there that want to make a 3D platformer, try some self-constraint on the level size. You don't need a huge level. You don't need to impress people by showing that you can make a giant level. No, make a smaller level that's more interesting, more dense, has more going on, and lets the player explore, but not just meander. Anyways, that's my thoughts about 3D platformers. Wanted to share that. I had time to think about it more after playing Regina and Max, so I had more to say this time. Had curated thoughts, I guess you could say. But yeah, Hop and Marty doesn't seem that bad, though. If you can get this for cheap, I think there's no harm at all about playing this. Let's see what the actual price of it is. I think it is... Okay, so I think it might be a little bit high, especially if it's implying it may have 5 stages. Maybe a 6th stage that doesn't have pygmies, maybe a boss stage, I don't know. But it's being sold for 12 USD. I think 12 USD feels a little high for this, unless this has a lot more game than it's implying. But if it is as long as it seems like it's going to be, I think that's a little bit high, especially for something that is a little bit rough around the edges. Some of the vibes don't quite match up, and like I said, levels can be a little tedious to explore. So I think it would be better at like a $5 or $6 price tag, not a $12 price tag. But if you can find it for sale and you like the vibes, go for it. You could do worse for sure. If you just want a cozy little 3D platform experience, there's something really wrong here. Unlike Regina and Mac, I could still recommend this game. It's just, I would wait for a sale. But yeah, that was Hop and Marty, and I hope you guys enjoyed me checking this out.